Welcome. Today we're talking about the 12. I wouldn't say it's top 12, but at least 12 industries and sectors that are always hiring. This is not in any particular order, or number one is the one that you should go for, number two, but they're just in sectors and industries, the 12 that are the most popular and that are always hiring. And you will see as we're going through them, or some of these industries or places get a minimum in 3 jobs. You've completed school or you have some level of education. In some places, it's basics like training, like you went to technical school or you have a driving license. So let's get into the 12 of them. Got too much. First one, fast food, restaurants and restaurants. So yeah, there's fast food, fast, and there's restaurants which offer us a dine in or lunch in or breakfast in, or one. There's most popularly it's KFC, followed by McDonald's, and then what else? Spare Corporation, or one a Spare more like I even got a job or the summer one time. Give it a go Spare, but yeah, the requirements and you know when your job is not for you, you can feel it in the experience is not something that you would want to invest your time into and grow in. After Spam, give me Famous Foods, it's in charge of restaurants like Debonair's, it's in charge of restaurants like Wimpy's, Steers, Fisherways, give Famous Foods. So these are just examples. Where now you can do your own research in fast foods and restaurants that are dining in to the Plangi here. Never mind, these ones are the biggest, but when I say the local, like big always inspires small. So that small can also be big one day. Next right on the list we have footwear, fashion and clothing. Footwear, fashion and clothing. Most popular Pep stores. We know Pep stores is taking over the game. But they have about no over 2,000 stores, and 30 are currently opening at any given time. So that's a lot. So for this year, definitely Pep. If you look in there, Wadi Shamova or now on their website, Mr. Price Group, that's Naiva for Namoto complexing as they're busy opening up these malls and shopping complexes, that these stores that are retail stores that are always there. Partners, this is their partners. So look, if you open 3 complexes, we want to be there at 1, 2, 3. But that's just a theory, my thinking. But the reality is that they are always hiring. Next one, Truewords, Le Studio 88. They're always hiring. They have stores across the nation. They have stores in big cities, big towns, big townships. There's stores which are the Truest Group, the Studio 88. Number 3 on our list is grocery and supermarket stores. So this the biggest and currently right now over everybody who Dishevile is the ShopRite group. ShopRite Checkers group. ShopRite. But ShopRite itself, yellow and red. ShopRite itself is the largest supermarket with over 163,000 employees. Yo, payroll on a day. They're doing the most. They're doing the most. There's Pick and Pay, which has a significant workforce, and one of these days, Pick and Pay, now the Pick and Pay Express, that also increases its reach to be able to employ more people, give people experience of working behind the counter, stock management, receiving, and what else? HR management, payrolls. Next is the SPA group. SPA. SPA, SPAR is actually initials, or it's an acronym. Yes, you feel, but SPA, like one. SPA group in South Africa, nation, provincially, regionally, they have different stores that are always hiring at any given time. Woolies, the W. Whoa. Okay, with W, hey, back at Zakat Matala. Thanks, Woolies. You are also one of the biggest retailers that are always hiring, even though your reputation, it in your village just out of, but wow, oh, I can't believe that was a trend. Yeah, the Woolies bag. But anyway, let's continue. Construction industry. construction is always hiring. In the construction industry, we have WBHO, which is South Africa's largest company by revenue. And then we have Stefanut Stocks. Whoa, what is that? Stefanut Stocks, one of the country's largest multidisciplinary construction groups with over 7,500 employees. Okay, so why we don't know what they are not in the front line. They're not in the front. They're not the faces. It's those in construction. There's levels in construction. It's much like if you find out about the CIDB, which is a standardized regulatory body and all that good stuff. They'll tell you there's level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are those levels there where you look like, yeah. There's people who really can bid for 1 billion rand contract tenders, and it exists. They're there. So when I saw this company like this, I'm sure it's those that are never on the headlines, but they're doing wonderful work out there with things like a nuclear power plant. If they are not that they're part of it, but I'm just saying, with these billion rand contract tenders out there. The next one on the list, we have a Aveng Grenaka LTA. Oh, I've seen Aveng groups a few times. The trackers of cement, and also a couple of projects that they're doing that is solar. So Aveng Grenaka group, they always hiring into construction, mining, and energy business. That's what they do all the time. Next one is Group 5. Yeah, Group 5. So call this escalator, crane, that thing there, and then from up there, then it builds. I think it's called a crane. It's not an excavator, with the big 5 logo on it. So that some companies use that to promote their companies. There's also other companies that also do that right now, like what is this? Robex. Robex. I think it's companies in Chirion, somewhere in Pretoria. They do that on those cranes, those big ones. If I busy one, it's the scaffolding and all that good stuff. But we are banner a company. I want to market out. Look, this is what we're doing. This is what we do. So construction industry is also always hiring. Security. In security, you don't always need to be at the front. Proper bulletproof vest, you already gun and all. No. There's different jobs that are in that industry itself. Yes, being out there in the field seems to be the most in and out position that a lot of people are always getting hired or you receive positions for, but there's also specialist positions that are also in those same companies. Just because on our payroll go construction, like I'm security payroll on. You can apply for there. So first one on the list, it is the Fidelity Services Group. Fidelity, not just what's inside the tracker, they have a overnight guard, armed guards, armed response. Then we have G4S, the largest as well. Bitvest Protea Coin, and Securitas. So in the you can be a driver, you can be a guy with a gun. You can also be in the office taking calls. You can also be on the radio controller to busy controlling. You can also be the supervisor of those as they're being taken out for patrol and such. Yeah. You can even get a job specialized in that security field. There's digital security. You can get a job even specializing in those fields. So if you can drive a drone and have a license, give it a shot. Just saying. ICT, information computer and technology. That is the next industry. We have Vodacom, which is the largest telecommunications company, and it is consistently ranked as the top employer in the ICT industry in Africa. So Vodacom is the biggest in terms of technical sales, shops. Yes, Vodacom is the largest by a margin. Next, we have the Nespas or Prosos Group, which is, if you know Nespas, if you know DSTV, then you know Nespas. If you know News 24, you know Nespas. So Nespas is like the parent. Or so there's Dimensions Data, which they do a lot of IT services, a lot of hardware, a lot of maintenance, especially for big organizations and companies. There's BCX. I don't know if you're familiar with PABX. The extension. Hey, phone number, mom. Then you put the extension number and then it takes you to there. That is where I know BCX from, but they've grown from that, much like MWeb has also grown from just being MWeb, the internet service provider, but they've also grown to also being a telecommunications player in the game. Then from there we go now to tourism. Tourism, boy. Who doesn't love a little bit of tourism in their life? Take a kid, take some time out, family wise, vacation, spoil yourself. So first on the list in tourism, we have Tourvest, South Africa's largest integrated tourism group, employing 8,000 people and operating 60 plus brands. Tourvest. So this is possibly a parent group, much like the other NESPAs that I mentioned in ICT. And then we have a Flight Center Travel Group. Ooh, world class. 13,000 employees in South Africa. They're called what? Flight Center. I think this is a travel agency. Usually I see them at the malls. There's a travel agency type going on. Then there's Travel Start. Travel Start is that online company, but they do hire. Remember when work from home became now popular? More people now became more interested in working from home, working for digital, working for online companies. They are based in the US, they're based in the UK, based in Australia, but they communicate with you on a daily basis. You do work done, there's projects, there's things that you do, but they are at the end of the day an online based service provider. So they do hire people all the time. Next, we have the Cullinan Holdings. Cullinan Holdings, I've never heard of this. They have a consistent need for skilled professionals in its various divisions. Skilled professionals in tourism. Is that like people who do like rangers or people who study plants and animals and insects, and then they do like specialists, or they help them to maintain their tourism facilities? Well, they are always hiring professionals at the Cullinan Holdings. Next on the list, it's a higher list. We said we have 12, and we're just past the halfway mark. Halfway. Health and hygiene. Health and hygiene is something that we need on a daily basis. And first things first, the biggest and the largest retailer we have is the Clicks Group. Clicks, which has more than 1,000 stores in the whole of South Africa. And not just Clicks, fella, do they have like health stuff. There's also Clicks Pharmacy. Clicks Pharmacy has about 780 pharmacies across South Africa. So not only are they hiring people who studied cosmetology, people who are good with makeup, nails, skincare, and all that good stuff, they're also looking at pharmacists, assistant pharmacists, people who can help with deliveries, people who are specialized to take care of that place, because there's technology that is also behind the Clicks stores. There's the cashier, there's the paying point system, there's the things that are there at the back to keep the medication cool, there's the storeroom there at the back, there's security cameras. So not only are you saying you're going to work at one, there's different positions available in one shop, right? So I'm opening up so that you yourself, you don't see that you are limited to only apply at a certain position. There's also positions that you can look for within those businesses and organizations. Next, after Clicks, we have Mediclinic. Mediclinic private hospitals or private clinics. They are known as the top employer for its workplace culture. Oh, Mediclinic. I think they did that Jerusalem trend one time. But let's come back. We have a Netcare hospitals, Netcare provider, Netcare ambulances, and they are also investing in professional development, so which means there's Netcare education. And then after that, we have the group, the industry that is Bona. Right now, with the war going on, it's when that happens, when the oil price goes up and down, it affects everybody, especially this industry, transport and logistics. Transport and logistics, in transport and logistics, the biggest one in South Africa we have is Transnet, the train, the aeroplane, the cab, so trains, airplanes, ships, basically large movements of stuff, goods, and people. Transnet has a hand in it. Yeah, even the railway system. Yeah. So Transnet is huge. Even the ports. Wow. So there's people in the office and there's people in the field. There's a lot of positions in Transnet. The next one in the transport and logistics we have is DSV. DSV, where the buckets are on, but there's also they're also in the same, you know, air, land, water. They are there. They have a hand in there. They have positions there. We have Imperial Logistics. They even have trucks. Imperial Logistics. So that's the fridge. Like, I've seen even Value Logistics. You would see them around. And lately, I've seen not lately, but every now and again, you see their trucks. They would brand them with an advertisement, a Woolies advert, a Shoprite advert, um, a new cleaning product advert, a, a retailer, a bank advert. So some of these trucks, they've realized that they spend so much time on the road that there's opportunity for someone to just get a job designing this for the trucks, and then they put it there. That's job creation. Nice. Now on number 10 we have manufacturing and warehousing. The first one we have is Nampack. We need like things like boxes, like literally empty. Usually you'd see them like their logos are there. There's Nampack, there's Toyota, there's BMW, there's South African breweries, there's Defy. These are the biggest manufacturers and warehouses in South Africa, where there's jobs from a technical perspective, an administrative perspective, and from um, yeah, what do you call what? I don't know. I don't think they have. They have regulatory bodies in the manufacturing house? Then they should. These plastics and things that they're making. There's a standardized procedure. So there's so many jobs in manufacturing and warehousing, from manufacturing bread to getting it to the shop. And the other day I bought a cake and they told me that no, sir, your cake came in a truck. Like you, the cake came in a truck. Wow, so many people have touched this cake. Thank you. I will pray over it before I eat. Thank you. Next on the list, industry, we have farming. In farming, we have the VKB group. Often you'd see them near plots of land, huge plots of land just outside towns and cities, because that is where their customers, or that is where they know it is convenient for their customers to be getting the stuff that they need. Is the VK group. In the agribusiness, they hire more than 6,000 people, and their biggest clients are in Eastern Cape, Free State, and Limpopo. Hint, hint. Next on the list we have is the sugar industry. We have Tongat Hewlett, Hewlett Sugar. Yes, they're the biggest player in South Africa. They hire a lot. You just need to make it more convenient for you, because remember, farming has its own speciality, much like manufacturing and warehousing, ICT. There are certain places in South Africa where these things, they hire more people than us. So in farming, you don't expect as many IT skilled people as you would expect more specialists in farming and agriculture and labor, like hands get down to it, get down. So if you have soft hands and you are looking for a job in farming, yeah, look more in the in administrative side, and don't go into like, well, there's different fields and specialities when you're looking for jobs out there, guys. There's not just one. So that's why I about to go to school, finish school, get your certificates, and you can have a better life for yourself. Now, next one after the Hewlett is True a Day, a top player in fruit farming, recognized as a top employer for its employee practices. True a Day. But I think True a Day, maybe it's like they specialize in citruses and apple. Sounds familiar though. Next we have is the ALS Group. What is the ALS Group? What do they do? The ALS has a diversified agribusiness, providing 1,100 households across South Africa with various farming operations. Oh, so there is support. They support. This is something that happens in farming that I also found out. There's industries that support your function. For example, if you're a farmer, you'd need a support, for example, or you can't afford certain machinery. So you'd need someone to come in with that machinery to work with you. Then, but after the finishing, they give you, and then we divide the yield, the money, and all that good stuff. In IT, similar things can happen. They outsource. I think that's what they are meaning. They are an outsourcing group. They outsource the work, and then after we share the work, but the name obviously is my money when we go to the farmer's market. You know what it is. Yeah. And then let's see. Where are we now? Beauty and cosmetics. Last one. Yes, beauty and I gotta remember there's health and hygiene, which is different. Health and hygiene, you know, remain good, health and hygienic, stuff like mala, salwala, all that good stuff. Then there's beauty and cosmetics. Beauty now, you wanna look good, you're faga, washa, then you look good. And cosmetics, the additional stuff to spice up things, perfume, all the good stuff to make life more enjoyable. So, our first on the list, Clicks Group. We have Clicks. So, Clicksy, as we said, is specialized, got different departments, but they also have, in some cases, beauty advisors. Kimo, those on the hosts, and about no, what about this tester? Can I test this? They are wearing all nice uniform. What do you call this thing? It's not an apron. Scrub. Yeah, it's called scrubs. Not the doctor, but they have these beauty scrubs. That was just a one, but they call scrubs. I say the work wear, jadi overall. Okay, so next on the list we have Signature Cosmetics. Signature Cosmetics, they are popular in malls, especially these malls that are busy coming up, the town center, the shopping centers. Sometimes you'll find your Signature Cosmetics at that store. Not only the store, fella, remember Signature Cosmetics, that's a store. There's a manufacturing place, there's a labeling place, there's a delivery, there's a courier, there's logistics. So don't just focus on just one store itself. Look at outside of that box. Next we have is the L'Oreal. L'Oreal, a global leader with a major South African head office offering opportunities in marketing, sales, and HR. Oh, so you get to travel, L'Oreal. Okay, so being employed at L'Oreal, it means that you know when you go into a shop and you find there's someone specifically seated with a specific brand, like they're marketing that brand. Sometimes it happens with bread, sometimes it happens with new flavor of peanut butter, sometimes it happens with beauty products that you walk there, you find a specific person with a tag. And then I even saw with sanitary pads, there's a lady promoting with a nice cute table there, telling everybody about the sanitary pads. So I think that's what L'Oreal speaks to, that there's opportunities like that in sales, in marketing, in securing L'Oreal a deal of 5 pallets with a specific store to go out. Oh, I haven't really thought about being outsourced to that point or working like that. Yeah. Next on the list is the Body Shop. The Body Shop is a very nice shop that has been quite popular for its approach to business. You had a refill. So you buy that container after you fill. So with the same container, then they refill in that container. I believe that's called the Body Shop. If I'm just please comment down there in the bottom if I'm mistaken, but I believe that's the Body Shop. They do refills for beauty products, and they have over 100 stores. Sure.